This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
We start with breaking news out of North St. Louis County. Right now, police on the scene of a shooting involving a Metro bus. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
I'm Kelly Jackson. We just learned about the shooting in the last few hours. It happened off Airport Road in Berkeley. Robert Townsend joins us live from the scene. What have you learned so far, Robert?
Hey, Kelly and Mike, let me tell you, this has been an active police scene for the past 2.5 hours. Now, as we come on the air at 5 o'clock, Berkeley police officers and St. Louis County police officers and crime scene technicians and Metro officials are all still here investigating this Metro bus shooting. About 30 minutes ago, we got an update from Kevin Scott, the general manager of security for Bi-State Development. Now, Scott says shots were fired on the bus. He says, quote, "This brazen act is yet another example of the violent crime crisis we are seeing in our region," end quote. A source also telling me at least 2 riders were hurt and taken to a hospital. Right now, we do not know the extent of their injuries. I'm also told several people were riding on the bus at the time of the shooting. We can see at least 2 bullet holes on the lower right corner of the bus's front windshield. The shooting happened at the bus stop outside a closed Airport Elementary School. You'll remember the school has been closed now for 5 years. This crime scene is also just down the street from Berkeley City Hall and a fire station. Right now, police have temporarily blocked off Airport Road near Tyndall Drive as they continue to investigate the bus shooting. No word yet on any other details, but as soon as we get them, we will definitely post them on our website. That is the very latest from here. Live in North County, I'm Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
After more than a century, Fontbonne University is closing. This follows years of dropping enrollment and financial problems. University leaders held a news conference in just the last few hours.
Laura Barcheski joins us live outside the university to explain what is next, Laura.
Mike and Kelly, the president of Fontbonne University says this news was extremely hard for everyone to hear, and the university will be officially closing at the end of the summer of 2025. The president of Fontbonne says over the weekend they were able to come to an agreement with Washington University to buy the campus, which in return will help Fontbonne keep it open to help students graduate or at least place them in similar programs at universities in the area. She says while this is heartbreaking, they will do their best to make sure students will be able to achieve their degrees and make sure teachers have severance in addition to enough time to find a new job.
That for the next 2 summers, undergraduate students can take all of their courses basically for free because we're going to scholarship them for tuition, and I think that's helpful. They'll have individualized plans so that if they want to graduate from here and can, they will sit down with their advisors or with their faculty members and they will plot out semester by semester courses.
The Fontbonne president says this is all still kind of developing. There's still some things that they're going to have to work out. I also spoke with graduate and undergraduate students who are taking this pretty hard and feel kind of lost right now. I'll have their reaction coming up tonight at 10. Reporting live from Clayton, Laura Barcheski, 5 on your side.
A teen is still in critical condition tonight after a fight near Hazelwood East High School. A 15-year-old girl is now charged with assault in the case. The fight happened about a half a mile from the school on Friday. Video posted to social media from a nearby doorbell camera shows a girl's head being slammed onto the concrete several times. Tonight we're hearing from the advocacy group Ungun Institute. They work with schools in our area to provide training to prevent violence.
It's going to circle back to the school. So even when they get off the bus and you think they're going home and they're gone for the day, they decided to meet up and fight. And so all of that trauma comes back into the school again. We have to disarm it.
The Hazelwood School District posted a statement about the incident on Facebook over the weekend, offering condolences to those involved.
It's been more than a year since St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones signed a bill dedicating millions of dollars to make city streets safer. But most of that money hasn't been spent yet. Tonight, we take a closer look at where the Safer Streets plan stands now.
It was signed after a Tennessee teen lost both her legs in a crash downtown and after 4 young people died in a separate crash. And there have been several other high-profile crashes since then. Tonight, our political editor, Mark Maxwell, reports from City Hall. Mark.
High-profile crashes and deeply sourced data tell this troubling tale. Wallet Hub recently ranked best and worst cities to drive in America. In the safety column, St. Louis ranked last. But we see the urgency often when the flashing lights and sirens go speeding to the scene of a crash. We went to look and see if we could find evidence the city is treating this like an emergency now. In a city known for speed,
this city is designed for cars to go fast.
Janae Edmondson's family wonders what's taking so long to slow reckless drivers down. They saw courts reach a guilty verdict faster than the city could start breaking ground.
We need to do more to hold reckless drivers accountable.
That was Mayor Jones announcing her $40 million Safer Streets plan last March.
It's been a year. So what are we doing? We've done nothing to stop someone else.
The long-term plan takes engineers and contractors and blueprints.
We are doing everything we can to implement traffic studies that have been sitting on shelves for years.
But in the short term,
what has the city done since then to check all the signage?
The city did switch this yield sign to a stop sign at the scene of Janae's high-profile crash.
There are a lot of things they can do right now by narrowing the streets and so forth that they can do right now that haven't.
Zoom out, and you find a city with lanes designed so dangerously they carry a grim nickname.
It's called a suicide lane because you often end up head-on with another vehicle.
South City Alderman Shane Cohn pressed the city to install these concrete barriers after a high-speed crash turned fatal.
Streets like this, where there's literally not even a purpose for left-hand turn, why have a left-hand turn lane? It only allows for people to bypass other vehicles and speed.
His idea raises a key question. Why couldn't a city that installs barriers to drive homeless people off City Hall's lawn install barriers to keep pedestrians alive?
But this was something that was a relatively easy fix, and so far the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Aside from the aesthetics of it, people don't like the way it looks trashy. I agree with that.
While the city waits for more permanent upgrades, the Edmondsons have this admonition for city leaders.
You can either make excuses or you can take action.
Taking swift action on transportation infrastructure is incredibly popular too. When the city recently staged a survey asking the public how to spend that Rams settlement money, transportation infrastructure came in second, making streets safer. So any politician who finds a way to show the public they're taking tangible action now would likely benefit from a significant boost in the polls. Live downtown, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
Coming up, a Fort Zumwalt school employee charged with a child sex crime. How an online group helped police catch him.
Plus contamination, sampling, and fluorescent. We go with the Army Corps of Engineers inside homes being tested.
Replacing a broken washer can cost you hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Consumer Reports explains what you should consider before you buy new.
I know it's early in the year, but today got to be in the running for top 10 day of the year already, and that trend continues tomorrow. But Wednesday and Thursday, the weather may impact your plans. How warm it gets and how it's going to impact your plans over the next few days.